We're here at the inauguration of Eric Garcetti, the new mayor of Los Angeles, California.
Councilmember Paul Koretz. Ron Galbraith.
No one can stop us now. We are all made of stars. Rolling numbers. Cause we are all made of stars. Cause we are all made of stars. Cause we are all made of stars.
Please stand for the presentation of colors by the Naval Operational Support Center, Los Angeles Navy Color Guard. Mayor-elect Garcetti is a lieutenant in the U.S. Navy Reserve. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome entertainer and a cornerstone of Hollywood's revitalization, Jimmy Kimmel.
Maybe a gallstone, not a cornerstone, but thank you. I'd just like to quickly point out that the heat today is the responsibility of the previous administration.
Solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Charter of the City of Los Angeles,
and the Charter of the City of Los Angeles,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of mayor according to my best of my ability. Congratulations.
Where immigrants and idealists and innovators find a horizon as wide and as open and limitless as the human mind itself. A place where opportunity practically hangs from the trees and hard work and enterprise are all you need to share its fruits. A place where you can't be pessimistic even if you wanted to be. Because in the words of Wallace Stegner, this is the native home of hope. Let's face it, if you called Central Casting looking for the American dream, they'd have no choice but to send you right here to Los Angeles. And it doesn't hurt that the weather's pretty nice, too. But despite our sunny days, these past few years we've all seen some storm clouds overhead. A recession that put too many of us out of work and out of our homes. That challenged us to remember this basic truth. We can never, ever take jobs and growth for granted. For too long, it's been too easy to assume that nature's bounty and our people's industry are all we need to prosper. But without the right public policy, without the right focus and common sense from our leadership, we'll never make the most of those crucial assets. Yes, we've made progress. Antonio Villaraigosa helped make Los Angeles a safer, greener, and stronger city than he found it. Mayor, you helped us navigate through some of our toughest days and pointed us squarely to a more prosperous future. So on behalf of all of us, I want to say thank you. A national economic renaissance, and not just hope to ride its unsteady waves. If we want to prepare a great city for a whole new era of innovation and opportunity, We have to work to make it happen. And that's what I will do. Work hard on the basics. These times demand a back-to-basics mayor focused above all on our economy and on jobs. And that's what I intend to be. We have to accept that the days of seemingly spontaneous growth and huge mega industries are gone, maybe for good. But what the innovation and talent and energy that have made Los Angeles the creative capital of the world. You see, I learned as a councilman, and I learned as council president, that with the right strategic focus, with the right fundamentals, working together, we can harness that capital and create good jobs, neighborhood by neighborhood, across this great city. I learned that teamwork matters, that consensus matters, that a city hall that works together and a region that partners as one is more powerful than a divided and fractious metropolis. So I congratulate my colleagues at City Hall, our shining city council, our new council members who are here today, our new city attorney and city controller. And I reach out my hand to my peers in neighboring cities and in the county and in our school districts for all of us to take up the task of rebuilding LA together. I can't wait to work with you and our neighborhood councils, with our faith community, our labor and business leaders, and everyday Angelenos to get back to the basics together. We have to start with the most basic task of all, though, hanging a bright neon sign on our city that says Los Angeles is open for business. We need to change the way that people see our traditional industries so that they can thrive and grow again. We need to market LA aggressively and creatively to the entire world as the gateway to the Pacific Rim and the gateway to new ideas and innovations. That's what I'll do as LA's salesman in chief. We need to nurture small businesses, which after all are the global game changers of the future. That means cutting through a clutter of regulations and red tape. To me, nothing is more basic than phasing out the business taxes that scare away our job creators or send them running to other cities. Now, tax policy can be pretty complicated, so let me break it down with just two numbers, 88 and 1. LA County has 88 different cities, and when it comes to high business taxes, the city of LA is number 1. I'm not afraid to tell you, this is one area in which I intend to lower our city's standard. It's a simple principle. You cannot attract jobs with one hand if you're overtaxing them with the other. And to those who might say that cutting business taxes is just too expensive, I say losing jobs and businesses and all of their taxes is even more expensive. So with the right focus, with the right tenacity and drive, we also can make Silicon Beach more than just a pipe dream. We can make it a pipeline to the future. With enough startups, computer coding in our classrooms, and teaming tech companies to give our neighbors in the north a run for their Bitcoin. And we can't stop at new economy jobs. I think 5 people got that up there. Look it up, Google leadership in international trade and tourism. We must focus on the high-skilled, high-paying jobs that together build strong neighborhoods and collectively an even stronger city. I'll fight to attract Fortune 500 companies and startups alike. In fact, I'll chase after jobs at companies around the country and around the world. It shouldn't be easier for a business that LA doesn't have better weather, better people, and a better quality of life. Well, then they're all hat and no cattle. But getting back to basics also means bringing Hollywood back home.
Yes. Yeah.
Ending runaway TV and film production for good. And while I thank all my colleagues that are here, my great friends from the state legislature, I want us to collectively understand that meaningful tax credits for our entertainment industry isn't some showbiz boondoggle. It means more jobs for the middle class, more tax revenue. It's our neighbors, it's our florists, it's our bakers, it's the people in our neighborhoods that other cities and states are tripping over themselves to get. So I'll lobby hard in Sacramento. And Kevin DeLeon is saying he's already going to help, I see. And at the county level, And I'll set an example here by hiring a film czar at City Hall. And we'll work to eliminate the tangle of fees and rules that make filming here feel more like Les Miserables than Fast and Furious like it ought to be. We were going to go with Happy Feet, but you know. Of course, to be economically strong, though, we have to make our communities the safest in the nation. Thank you to Mayor Villaraigosa and this council for working together with me to make sure this was the safest city that we have experienced. Like a smartphone app, which lets Angelenos report graffiti and potholes as they see them, or a parking app which shows drivers where to find empty parking spaces on the street in real time. And we'll streamline business permitting with one portal that reduces decades of bureaucracy to a few clicks of a mouse. We'll work to make government leaner and more efficient, restoring depleted services in a way that costs you less and serves you more. And we'll start in the mayor's office tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I will ask every general manager to reapply for his or her job. To save money, how we can better provide city services, and what the fundamental mission of their office should be. At the end of the evaluations, we'll specify numerical goals for every department and every general manager, and we'll make them public. We'll tell you when something is wrong. We'll fix the things that are broken, and we'll double down on the things that work. We'll experiment and take calculated risks, and at every step of the way, you, the people of Los Angeles, can hold our feet to the fire and see that we're meeting those goals and making LA the city that you need and deserve it to be. Enterprise or leader does, and constantly ask, is this job or responsibility necessary, and how can we do it better? You see, I believe it's important to ask before you act, to listen and learn before you lead. That's why tomorrow morning I'll start my own economic roundtable, meeting with neighborhood business leaders, small business owners, and entrepreneurs to ask them what they need and what they want to create jobs and to grow our economy. I'll meet with our labor leaders and startup executives, with leaders of our top universities, our nonprofits, philanthropies, and other major institutions. They already play such a critical role in the life of this city. I want to engage them as partners, direct them, and get their best thinking about how we can make LA the very best that it can be. Now, there's one more thing that I can promise you. I will make my share of mistakes in this job. I won't be a perfect mayor. Far from it. But I will be the mayor of a great city. During the last Olympics, this city won more medals than most countries. That same summer, our brightest minds put a rover on Mars. In fashion, in music, in global trade. You see, one person, one mayor, by himself, cannot single-handedly bring about a more livable city and a more prosperous future. But together, we, the 4 million most creative, diverse, hard-working people ever assembled in one place in human history, marching towards a common horizon, are an unstoppable force for progress. During my journey, and now let's get to work and build the city of our dreams. Thank you very much.